Hey, so I'm going to be reviewing Candyman 2021, and it's directed by Nia DaCosta. It's produced by Jordan Peele, and I think written by him. But everyone thinks this is a Jordan Peele movie, directed by Jordan Peele. It's not. It's Nia DaCosta, and it stars Yaha Abdul Mateen II and Tiona yeah, Tiona Paris and Coleman Domingo. I probably butchered their names. I'm sorry. But anyways, this is a direct sequel to the 1992 Candyman. I didn't review Candyman 2 or 3 on this channel yet. I need to. I just haven't got around to do it, but I figured I'll do this one because I want to get it off my chest. So this one is about Anthony, who was the baby from the first movie that Helen rescues. Of course, he's an adult now, and he's played by Yaha Mateen. He's an art student, and his art is not getting good reception. So he finds out about this legend known as the Candyman, and he kind of bases his artwork off of this. And this brings back the Candyman. That's like the basic plot of the movie, and it's also set in Cabrini Green, or where Cabrini Green used to be. It's gentrified now, and I thought that was pretty interesting that they set it in like the Cabrini Green area, because that's where the first movie was set at. I thought this movie was actually pretty good. I know a lot of people didn't like it. I have some issues with it, but I thought that it was a pretty good movie. Now, I wish they would have did a direct sequel. When they did a direct sequel, they would have done one about Helen Lyle and her becoming the Candyman. And one of the characters in the movies, they do a story about Helen Lyle, and that seems actually pretty cool because they do like shadow puppets and stuff, and you kind of see like the shadow puppets used in the trailers, and they do the segment at the end credits when they're like doing the history of the different Candymen, because in this one the Candymen are different. They're different people from like different men from every generation that is killed in like a hate crime. But at the end they used the shadow puppets to tell the story, and I thought that was pretty cool. But during the scene, I thought it was cool that when they brought up the Helen Lyle story, but I wish they would have used it in the movie, like as the actual plot of the movie, as Helen being the new Candyman. But like I said, in this one, it's different Candyman. It's like men, like young black men, or black, not young, but black men that were wrongfully killed. They come back as the Candyman for like each generation, and I thought that was pretty interesting. I know people didn't like it because it wasn't the Tony Todd Candyman, even though he does make an appearance later on. But I thought that it was an interesting concept, and I thought it kind of like added more to the lore. I like the flashback to the 70s where you find out like this new version of the Candyman in the movie, like what happened to him. I didn't really like the main characters in this. They're kind of like snobby artsy douchebags, and I don't know, it's kind of like you're supposed to sympathize with them. Like, I didn't really care about the Anthony character, but and like how they connected him to the first movie was handled wrong. If you know what I mean, they like don't really. They bring Vanessa Williams later on in the movie. She's the woman from the original movie that had the baby, and that's his mom in the movie. In the new one, they bring her up, and that's how you can kind of tell, because she gives him the whole spiel, like where he was actually born and stuff like that. and that's how they connect him back. But if you watch the trailer and stuff, you can kind of tell like he's supposed to be the baby. They even tell in like articles and stuff that he's supposed to be the baby from the first movie. But I thought it was kind of handled wrong in this, like how they revealed it. Um, I liked some of the kill scenes in it. I know some people said, "Oh, it's not gory, this and that." So, I mean, the original Candyman and the sequels weren't that gory either. But I liked how a lot of the scenes were like long shots and like from a distance, and it's like shadows and stuff like that, like the kill in the art studio. And then there's one scene in the bathroom, which is in the trailer, where it's shot through. You see it happening through a mirror, and I thought that was really cool. And I liked how they did that in the movie too, with stuff playing with mirrors and stuff, because that's how the Candyman is conjured up. Um, there's also this one scene in an apartment where you see Candyman lift a woman up and like drag her across the apartment and kill her, and it's from a distance. I thought that scene was pretty cool. Um, I like Coleman Domingo's character. He's this guy that hangs out of at a laundromat, but he's kind of like the exposition of the movie. He tells you like about the history of Candyman and stuff like that. And he was actually the kid that witnessed the version of Candyman in this movie get killed, and he kind of has guilt about it. But I hated what they did with this character later on. I thought that was awful. Like, I'm gonna kind of spoil it. The movie's been out for almost a year now. But it you find out that he's the one that's actually trying to get Anthony to go to become the new Candyman, and I didn't like how they made him a villain that fast. Like, it just didn't feel natural when you watch the movie. And yeah, I liked that this Candyman like kind of takes over you like a parasite. Like, there's some like good body horror stuff in it. Like Anthony's skin starts peeling off, and he has like holes in his hands. There's also he and like, yeah, it's like I said, parasite. He like good body horror, like I was saying. It's just like consuming his body and kind of driving him nuts. The ending, just the whole ending felt rushed and kind of stupid, especially like the very end. I was like, it just didn't feel natural to me. I'm not trying to be. I don't know how to say it because I'm trying to not to spoil too much. But yeah, I just didn't like the ending. It just didn't feel natural. But I thought the movie was okay. It was actually pretty decent. Yeah, I would have liked if they did the Helen Lyle story, but what we got was okay. And I know a lot of people didn't like this movie, so I already know I'm probably going to get this movie sucked or whatever, but it's alright. Anyways, that's my review.